All right, so Post Malone is returning to hip hop. Who rap welcome him back? I don't know. After making a major country pivot with F1 Trillion, Post Malone recently teased an unreleased hip hop track and told fans he has not forgotten the sound associated with his earlier Stoney era. Yeah, I mean, you know, I don't hate Post Malone. I don't think that Post Malone is whack. And I do think that people should be able to advance because I think as an artist, we want to evolve, right? And maybe some of us started in rock and roll, and now all of a sudden we're doing smooth jazz. I don't know why that happens. That's a music thing. Sometimes being creative, you have to go outside the box and be willing to step outside the box on it. And so Post Malone left hip hop, became one of the biggest names in country, right? And now he's teasing rap again, and it's that artistic freedom, right? It's artistic freedom, 100%. I still don't necessarily think that rappers should be switching. I don't like to me rapper switching to country is absolutely cornball. I'm sorry, not sorry. There's no brownie points at all from switching to rap to country, especially when you're like a tattooed person, like your face is tatted, you're portraying a certain image and then you're switching over to country because it's like a more easier market. And Post Malone was big in rap, don't get me wrong. Um, to me it's just kind of like a weird situation, right? But I'm open minded. I'm open minded. Was Post Malone ever truly a rapper though? I want you guys to ask yourself that. Always a genre blending pop artist. Is that something that he might have been? Maybe just kind of being hip hop, but kind of just like still a pop guy and kind of just genre blending. I think that's a good prime example. Something I wrote down, and I have a bunch of notes that I normally make about these kind of things to get an understanding. Did hip hop help build the platform that allowed his country transition? Sheesh. Yeah. I mean, obviously they know that that blending of different music that he was doing, and most of it was rap hip hop related. Right in the beginning, it hit different. And then when you made that switch over, it fans were a little upset. I was for sure upset. 'Cause, I mean, it's not like I listen to Post Malone all the time, but like I said, I'm never really that excited to hear a rapper switch to country. To me, you're just kind of trying to make the easy way out because it seems like you can get um, a platinum record over there or whatever, and that's great. I'm happy for you. I can't when it comes to that part of the artistry, I can't be a hater. I'm sorry, but when I'm giving my honest opinion, I still do think it's corny, right? Will fans accept the genre switching from certain artists, but reject it from others? That's a good question. We've seen some people switch over to certain genres and we're totally acceptive of it, but then we get other guys that maybe we were upset that they switched to begin with, like Post Malone. Some people were mad. Like, why are you doing country? Why? It's not what I even like. And then another question that we have to ask ourselves out on from the outside looking in, right? As an artist, can we move freely between genres? Is that something that's okay? Is it accepted? I don't see why it's not. Are the fans going to be upset? Yes, of course. Some people are going to be excited because they like country. So they're going to be like, yo, can't wait to hear what you do. Some people just like Post Malone. So they're only going to like what he's doing. The focus on it is understanding where you come from, the roots, and understanding if whether you like the artist or not. Because it's like a football player or sports player in general. If you like LeBron James or you like Michael Jordan or you like whoever, you like this person, and they go to another team, and you find out really quickly you may just like the player more than you actually like the team. And now you're all of a sudden you're from you're a Chicago Bulls fan. Now you're a Lakers fan, because that's where he went. It's a prime example of some of the stuff that goes on. All right. So here's a couple more. Would hip hop audiences welcome him back immediately? I think so. I don't think he'll have a problem. I think there was a lot of excitement on the post. I seen tons of people posting how much they loved him. Um, and that's a good thing, And so my big thing is artists should be allowed to evolve and transition between different genres and try different things and be useful and all these different things, bro. They should be able to do that openly and be able to understand that it's okay. Okay. I want you to ask yourself this: do you consider Post Malone a hip hop artist? Was his country move genuine? Which version? of Post is the best. And does hip hop owe him another welcome? All right. I want to know what you guys think. Let me know below. I hope to see you on the next video. I'm out this bitch.